Now I would like to invite Mr. Ng and Mrs. Doré to present congratulatory notes to our colleagues who have been promoted to their substantive grades of 1A1, 1A2, 2A1 and 2A2. Promoted to 1A1, 2A1 with effect from 1st October 2008, Madam Norhayati binti Johan. Promoted to 1A1, 2A1 with effect from 1st April 2009, Madam Adilawati binti Ahmad. Madam Nadia binti Abu Bakar. Mrs. Lim Shi Yan.
Wei from 6 finals, scoring 270 points. Fu Chin Xuan from 6 joyfulness, 270 points. He's not able to join us today. Leonard Chi Yin Hao, scoring 271 points from 6th kindness. Zhang Jinlin, scoring 271 points from 6th joyfulness. Marcus Sito E. Kang, scoring 272, 6th kindness. From 6th joyfulness, our assistant head prefect, scoring 279 points, Mr. Hema Prashad. From 6th kindness, our head prefect of 2008, scoring 281 points, Tan Hwang Hian.
Good morning, Mrs. Radhi Parimala, Superintendent of the W1 cluster, distinguished guests, Mr. Principal, Mrs. Doré, Vice Principal, teachers, parents and pupils. It is my honor to be here today. But before I begin, let me first say that I know my speech will probably be run-of-the-mill and similar to what you have heard before. So I would like to ask you a question. If what the speech tells you isn't true and useful, why would people use it repeatedly? Bearing that in mind, I still know that no matter how useful some things are, they get boring after repeated use. So before I move on, I would appreciate it if you all read what's on the screen. Moving on, I know that many P6ers think that you have been getting lots of homework. That's true. However, I suggest that you treasure the time you still have in Henry Park, because when you move on to secondary school, you get even more. Not to mention, you will most likely spend more time on CCAs than in primary school. I recall many instances here when I thought that I spent a lot of time on CCAs, but compared to my current schedule, that's nothing. I don't mean to scare any P6ers, whom I know are worried enough as it is, but just as a heads up, in secondary school, excuses like, I was only home at 8 are ridiculous. 11? Maybe. 8? No way. My recollections of my P6 year are also occasionally interspersed with an image of my form teacher scolding somebody over the handing of homework, or lack thereof. To paraphrase, the teachers have high standards and know you can do it, so they insist on good quality work being done on time, and don't allow slacking. But in secondary school, the teachers give you things and you do them yourself. You could probably get away with not doing most of your work, which I know sounds great. But when you don't do your work, you realize that you don't understand most of what the teacher is saying. You have to be more independent and more self-motivated. What I've really been trying to say for the past 45 seconds or so is that when your teacher chases you for homework, don't grumble. It's really, and I know this is like super cliche, for your own good. Because when the teachers chase you, they're helping you fulfill your full potential. So treasure the time you have in Henry Park now. Because when you move to secondary school, it will be much busier and you have to be much more self-disciplined. I would also like to say something which has been repeated many times, and I'm going to repeat it again. And that is, work hard, play hard. It's cliche, I know. Perhaps even more so than what I mentioned earlier. But nonetheless true for it. After all, the meaning of work hard is obvious. It simply means that you should study and do your work. Play hard, on the other hand, sometimes gives rise to different interpretations, such as playing computer games all day. You wish. What it actually means is that, while you do need to study, you shouldn't bump to the point where you don't do anything else. Spend some time to go on MSN or Facebook, though not too much. Or better yet, go out with a bunch of friends. Play some sports, that kind of thing, because when you spend all your time studying, sure, you may get excellent results. Well, what about your friends? You have to make time for them too. Because no matter how well you do, without your friends, you can achieve nothing. I know it sounds pretty drastic, but that's the truth of it. So, what I would like to say is this. Enjoy your last year at Henry Park and have fun while you can. Appreciate what your teachers are doing for you and don't take them for granted. They guide you through many areas where you need help, and they're for life too, you know. They sacrifice large portions of their time to see that you do the best you can. And on behalf of Henry Park Batch of 2008, I would like to thank all our teachers for their tireless effort and valuable assistance in ensuring that we all reach our full potential. Thank you.